Hello, everyone. We are back. And thank you for sticking through the break.
I was about to say hello again, and I hate it.
Hello?
The infection has
Hello?
set in.
Oh, then I
Mr.
definitely
Bond!
guess I get to say then perish with those engagement rolls.
Oh no!
You brought
Curse.
this upon yourselves.
Indeed. So,
Please, Mr.
pitchfork and
DM.
tower. How are you two getting onto the roof? Are you like, you were asking about neighboring buildings. Are you like zip lining across?
Well, I'm in my obby. I can just sort of anti-grav up. That's a thing.
Do you have an advanced mobility suite?
Sorry. Look, I'm a dumbass. You know this about me.
So,
I guess I'm gonna climb things.
I mean, you could potentially jump to the rooftop. Note that your obby is not large enough to like go through people-sized doors, or not small enough rather. Like your your obby is small, but it's not power armor. You're not Iron
No, I
Man.
know.
I have a
I
question
just, I.
about
Sorry.
I have a question about Avi load. Are we keeping the same things that we marked last time, or do we clear it completely and start fresh?
Nope, you keep the same things you marked last time.
Okay.
Like the same equipment.
If you want to change any of your Avi load to undeclared, you have to spend a materiel point.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
So, I forgot to ask about that during loadout. So, does anyone want to remove anything that they currently have on their Avi?
I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to ask, since we had downtime, do our level 1 harms heal, or do we have to, do stuff to get rid of those?
No, you have to take the recovery action to get rid of harm.
Yep.
For level 1 harm?
Yeah,
Okay. I forgot this was a blade system.
indeed. Okay. So,
Okay.
how are you getting onto the rooftop of the bird and safe house? Jumping, ziplining,
I really like zip
zipline. Live your best life.
grappling hook.
Grappling hook into zipline.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm a
that's
very
what I
mature
was
adult.
thinking.
Sorry, what was that, Pitchfork?
Sorry.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Unless there is a building that's tall enough near it that I can parachute off of.
No, there is not. This is definitely like a residential neighborhood.
I mean, if it's close enough, I'll just jump.
Are you in Bert?
No, no.
Okay, I was gonna ask, how
Totally
did
out
you
of
get
my-
Bert onto a roof? Because that is
Oh my god.
Um, I mean, for me, I was thinking I could get out of my mech and then I want to sort of have it latch onto the side of a nearby building so I can have it, to access if I need it.
okay. Well, that sort of thing can definitely be covered by flashbacks, right? So
Well, but, if I do it now, then I don't have to take stress.
yeah, you've established it now. That's fair.
Yes.
Okay, so you two are ziplining onto the bird and rooftop then?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what? I'm not going to charge you a load for the grappling hook to get over there. But if you want another one, then you're going to have to start spending your pilot load for that.
Okay. That's
So-
pretty generous.
So you shoot your grappling hook into the little shack on top of the building that has like the HVAC equipment and the stairs to get inside of the building. And then are you going across at the same time, or is one of you going across first?
I'd say you go first because you're better at punching things.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay. So, Pitchfork, you are halfway across the zip line when the door slams open and like 4 people run out onto the rooftop. They haven't seen you yet, And as you're sliding down, you realize that they're running towards a large tarp covered that is urban camouflaged that they rip off, and there's a gunship underneath it.
Christ.
They have not seen you or the zipline yet. They are concerned with getting the gunship up and running because, oh hey, their other safe house is getting attacked. So,
Could be worse. Even for us.
so you're on the
I
zip
mean, at least
line.
the gunship won't be here when we're like doing the tacky stuff. Sorry.
I mean, we'll see. Tower, you're on the other roof. Pitchfork, you have a moment if you want to do something while you're still on the zip line. What do you do?
Can I cut the zip line behind me and like swing down and then like kind of like go like this onto a wall?
Yeah, turn it into repelling.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this will be desperate standard.
Yeah.
Thanks for the very helpful rope that I can totally use now.
And what are you gonna roll to do this? Also, are you declaring any load for this? Like,
I mean, what would I declare? I mean, I guess I need a knife. I would be declaring a knife or something similar.
yeah, might be wrong about this, but I think soldiers get fine melee weapons.
Ooh, I do. Yeah, I will take a fine melee weapon, which is probably like a tactical knife.
Yeah, it's a very well-made combat knife.
Mhm.
And you just cut through this like high tensile cable that you grappled across. And what are you gonna roll?
Would you take a prowl roll for that?
Absolutely.
Cool.
So,
I will push myself.
okay.
So,
I don't see any way I'd be able to help here. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, that's totally understandable. So that's a 2d6 desperate standard prowl.
Yep.
Fingers crossed. Woo! 6.
Yell hair!
Nicely done. So you
The
slice
other one was a 1.
you slice through that rope and you like brace yourself as you slam into the side of the apartment block. But you were ready for it, so you aren't harmed, and you don't think that the gunship's crew saw you. Tower, what are you up to? Because now you can see this from where you are on the roof across the way.
Fuck. I could have the grappling hook. I could like, because I mean I think I'm out of my Alviate by this point. No. I could have light climbing gear.
You could.
That's a thing I can have. I really wanted to. I have placed explosives that I really wanted to throw like a little magnetic bomb onto the ship, but I couldn't. I'm sad. But I think I'm gonna have light climbing gear, so I'll mark that and then just sort of, acrobat my way up.
Okay. So you're gonna. So what do you mean by acrobat your way to the other roof?
I mean, I did circus shit. I'm sorry. I mean, I honestly think I'm just gonna like grappling hook and zip line my way up. Or maybe actually, no, I'm just gonna grappling hook it and then swing over to be near Pitchfork so we can sort of get a
Okay.
sense of what's going on.
All right.
Can I
Is
make
that
a
gonna
case
draw their
for?
attention though? Because like that's a grappling hook. It's
But
not-
yeah, so is yours though.
This would also be desperate standard.
Good
between
cord up there.
the noise of the grappling gun, the crew possibly noticing you, and then of course the distinct possibility of you falling 15 floors. So,
I don't want to die.
what are you gonna roll?
Is there a devil's bargain I can take here?
Yes. They notice you.
No. Okay. Can I make a case for finesse?
Yeah.
Or prowl, potentially?
Oh, it's definitely prowl. It
Okay.
can definitely be prowl.
Okay. I've got 2 in both. Hey!
Nicely done.
We've been getting identical rolls
Yeah.
today.
Ray and I have been rolling the same.
Pulling yourself out of this desperate situation. So,
Oh, and I rolled we both rolled desperate, so we get XP.
yeah. And now you two are on the side of this building. And we're going to cut over to Demon and Spade. Since
We
you
make
two
good
are
life choices.
safe-ish for the moment. So Demon and Spade. The two of you, you've been driving traveling for a couple hours down the road by this point, going from Journey City to Irvan across the roads. And you've just left Irvan, and now you're making your way to Fort Jovenel, when up ahead you see that the road has been just wrecked to shreds. It's just totaled. Just absolutely destroyed. What do you two do?
Well, I'm not bothered by it because my mech floats, but I'm a little worried about the van. Is there a way that, like, I could pick up the van and then just carry it over until the road feels better?
Let me think about that. What's the load of the Magpie?
It's medium.
Medium. I would say that, yeah, you can pick up the van. And note, when I say, like, it's not actually like a white panel van, right? Like, this
Right.
is like a 20-foot long APC with large off-road tires, some armor. There is like a mounted squad automatic weapon on a bar, and there's also cameras, of course. It's festooned in those.
It's a space van.
But yeah, it's not small, so you're going to be encumbered, let's say, if you pick it up and you need to move quickly.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So
Do I need to spend anything to do that, or is it? Do I just grab it?
no, you're just picking it up in your hands. So I'm not going to make you spend any vehicle load to just permanently have a van on you.
Fair.
And Demon, what are you doing?
I think I want to. I think I want to to do a scan of the area and see what I can find out, like what's going on, and see if there's like an alternate route around the road.
Okay. All right. So this will be desperate standard.
Okay.
Can I assist?
Yeah, you can absolutely assist.
Cool. I'm just aiming my sensors, the ones that aren't like helping carry the thing. I'm just sort of helping that way.
All right, so spend the appropriate amount of stress.
which is 2 because we're friends.
And what bonuses are you giving to Demon?
I'm at limited effect right now because I am dented.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna help the effect, I think.
And?
Oh, I get 2 things. Okay,
Yeah, because you spend 2 stress, so you get 2 benefits.
handy. Another bonus die maybe, if that's helpful to you.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. That puts me at 1 die. It's great. Any devil's bargains for me here, Austin, or anybody?
Devil's bargains. You're gonna have to get up on a nearby hill to give a good scan, which will silhouette you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll take a 2nd die.
Good life choices.
Yep, that's how I roll. So 2 dice, desperate, standard, a scan. That's not bad. It's
Yeah.
not great, but it's not bad.
Okay.
You know, double force.
So you scan the area, and what you can tell.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Do I mark XP for my vehicle for this?
You mark. Yes, you do mark vehicle XP
Okay.
for this.
Cool, thanks.
Into acuity.
Acuity, yeah. Okay.
Yep. So you scan about, and you discover 2 things. The first thing you discover is that the torn up road was very recently torn up. The second thing you pick up is a brief radio transmission using celestial myriad encryption, which is why you can hear it.
Ooh.
And what it says is, hit them now. And then you get peppered with anti-AVI machine gun fire. So, take level 2 harm blasted.
I'd rather not. So,
That's
I would
fair.
prefer not to.
let me see. Yeah, so I think I'm going to like just essentially leap away. Like the minute I hear that radio transmission, I'm like, I'm gonna get down this hill, and so I will like leap down the hill.
Okay. So, make that expertise roll.
Sure. 2 dice.
Sorry, I just noticed a thing. The stream has
Oh.
has like a Windows button over
There
my
we go.
So-
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I want to give my gift to the world.
Bam. Two fuel expended. Or wait, 1, right?
Yeah, that's only 1.
6 minus, not 7 minus.
Very good.
Nice.
I think
All
I'm
right.
blood here.
So you only take level 1 damage then to your Avi.
Okay.
You jump down and that level 1 damage is grazed as a hail of gunfire just rips the hell out of that hilltop. And as you are leaping down from the hilltop, you manage to spot a pair of Celestial Myriad Arquebusiers along with a Celestial Myriad Archer. And so the Arquebusiers are the standard medium load combat Celestial Myriad Avi. They have digit grade legs like yourself, like your Strider, and they have decent armor. Their main feature is that either of their arms have claws, and surrounding those claws are Gatling guns. So that's what those have. The archer likewise has digit grade legs. They are also medium Avi.
Sure.
So both of these are about 40 feet tall. And the archer, it just doesn't have hands, and instead it has a pair of rail guns. It is a celestial myriad, what do you call it? Artillery Avi.
Oh,
And because you also succeeded, you can tell that these belong to the Rites of the Ascent.
okay.
Yep.
Seems good.
Okay, so Demon and Spade, what do you two do?
What do we know about the rights of the ascent? Sorry.
The Rites of the Ascent are a Tier 1 Celestial Myriad squad that you have a -1 relationship with, and they consider you unworthy. They are dedicated to building infrastructure in Theocracy-held areas, and their goal is to glorify the Theocracy with monuments.
Great, it's these assholes.
Yes, it is.
Well, I was gonna calm them and be like, hey, what the fuck? I don't think that's gonna help. As it's probably in their best interest for us to be off the table.
And by off the table, they mean dead.
The table that is life.
Okay, so I'm encumbered with this not van, because it's not what it is. Can you remind me the word for that?
APC?
APC, thank you. The APC has a gun on it. I'm gonna tell that gun to fire.
Okay, so you go over the comms to the camera crew, and what do you say to them?
Hi, please take aim and fire at one of these.
Okay. The spokesperson for the camera crew, Maria Houston, who is the host of the show, so to speak, she says over the radio, "Are you kidding? We're a camera crew! We don't know how to work that gun!
What? Why do you have it?
It looks good on camera!"
Aesthetic.
Yeah, it's not a complicated machine. It's not designed to be a complicated machine. You go over, you point it at something, and then you make sure the safety is off, and then you pull the trigger.
Give me a roll. What are you gonna roll?
Can I argue for engineer?
You could use engineer for a setup action.
I don't know what that would entail.
So a setup action is an action that you make the roll, and if you're successful, it gives any actions that follow up on it improved position or improved effect. So in this case, you show that you know what you're talking about when it comes to machines, and so anything that you do that builds on that trust that you've built gets to have improved effect or position.
Okay, I would like to do that. That would be handy, I think. So, just gonna roll 2d6 to set that up. Why? Why this?
Oh no.
It's a 3 and a 2.
Yeah.
That's not what I needed.
So you are busy arguing with the with the camera crew when the archer comes up over top of the hill that Demon was standing upon, and it points its dual railguns at you. And railguns are magnetically accelerated slug throwers that are basically cannons. They're eco-friendly cannons, you could say. And so
That's great for the environment.
yeah. So it flings one of these tungsten slugs at you, and your Avi takes level 2 damage pierced.
I'm going to resist that.
How
Sorry, you were going to say
I was
something.
just going to say how.
Oh, manipulate. I'm just gonna like move, or maybe that is just maneuver.
Well, you don't roll that. You would roll expertise.
Expertise. Okay, that is an expertise though.
But
I'm confused.
expertise is like prowess for pilots, in that it's sort of your saving throw in a sense. It's your attribute. It's the attribute that, what do you call it? Manipulate and maneuver fall under.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you roll expertise, you roll a number of dice equal to the number of skills that you have points in that. So you actually have 3 expertise.
I do. So I
can-
should have that filled more, I guess.
No.
Okay.
No, that's your XP track for your expertise.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You can see to the left of where it says expertise, it says 3D.
Awesome. So I will roll 3d6. I'm just going to I'm gonna writhe the magpie to just make a hole for the slug to go through.
Interesting.
That's a 4.
Nice. So you only spend 2 fuel. And instead you take level 1 damage to your Avi singed.
All right.
Just the passing of the round causes smoke to curl off of the plastic sheeting that is the outer shell of the magpie.
Woof, it's like melted there. Gross.
Yeah. Okay. And we are going to cut back over to Pitchfork and Tower. So, the 2 of you are on the side of the building. You can hear the gunship start to spin up on the roof. You're about 2 floors down from the rooftop. What do you 2 do?
Is there a window near me?
Yeah, a window nearby.
Oh, absolutely.
Can I look in the window?
Did you say you kick it in?
No, I said look in.
Look,
Oh,
look
okay.
Look in.
Okay. Yeah, so you look in the window, and what you see is that the floor you are at, it looks like the top 3 floors of this whole apartment block have been hollowed out and are basically one large hangar, so to speak. So you can see that there's Avis that are under construction up here and in various states of disrepair. And there are people working on them.
Wait. We can blow them up. Because I'm a mature adult.
Do we count the people working on them as civilians, or are they like burdened?
There's no indication that these people are here against their will. They're
Okay.
almost certainly burdened.
That makes things a little easier.
But also, I specifically do not like killing people. So maybe we should like pull a fire alarm and then blow it up. But I'm also very glad we didn't go in from the roof.
Yeah, that could have been bad, huh?
Yeah, that would have been a bad time.
Could we like climb down to the floor below the bottom of this like cleared out top section?
I mean, Tower can. Your rope's kind of short.
That's fair.
If you want to try and switch over to Tower's rope.
I could climb down, see if the window is like clear to climb into, and then give you a go ahead depending. Just to not like cap out how much weight the rope can carry. Because that's a concern.
Yeah, because like I think we're better off planting explosives under,
Yeah.
and then getting out of there. So
What we could even do is we could work our way down the building. Plant it under the docking, sort of the workshop area, and then have the levels progressively collapse down.
oh jeez, okay, yeah,
You are here to destroy this safe house.
we are.
It's not much of a safe house if it doesn't have any floors, you know?
Okay, so Tower, you're going down a level to see if it's clear? Is that my
Yeah.
understanding?
Yeah.
All right.
And can I also potentially, I'm gonna see if I'm good at this, because I don't know if I'm good at this. Never mind, I'm not good at this.
Good anyways.
I was gonna try to like survey it, but I'm bad at that, so I'm not gonna do that.
Well, that's what looking in to see what's there is, unless you just
I
want
know.
like the bare bones description.
No, I just want to see if there are people in there.
So you go
Like,
you go down a
That's all I
level.
want for now.
Okay, you go down a level, and you're looking into what appears to be a bedroom. You don't see anyone in the bedroom, but you also don't see like further into the apartment that it is a part of. And it's
That's fair.
unclear how recently inhabited this bedroom is.
Okay. I guess I give the go ahead. Like, I'll climb in through the window and sort of like take a position slightly to the side of it and give a go ahead to get in.
Okay.
At least we'll be in the building and we'll know, like, vaguely what the layout looks like, maybe? I don't know. I'm bad at this.
Okay. So
I don't do planning.
well, you don't have to. This is a Forged in the Dark game. You just spend stress for flashbacks.
That's fair.
Pitchfork, you going in?
Yeah. What would? So, we're on like the 11th or 12th story, right?
Yeah.
Like that's base jumping height. So what I'm thinking, and I'm
I hate
gonna
this
radio.
family.
I'm declaring load for a communications device. Throat mic. Oh, I don't even have to take load for a throat mic transceiver.
No.
Cool. I'm going to tell Tower that I'm going to cause a distraction up here while you plant the charges, and so you can do that.
Okay.
While I'm drawing them up here, and then when you planted them, I'm going to jump out the window and parachute down.
This is a terrible idea.
I know.
This is. I don't know if this is the worst idea, but it's close. It's getting there.
Okay. So, Pitchfork, are you climbing back up to the roof then? Is that my understanding?
I think I could still just bust in through the window I'm closest to, right?
Yeah, if you want to go into the hangar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you busting in the window?
So I think I just like kick off the wall, and then like as I'm swinging back, I just feet first through the window.
This has quickly stopped being a stealth mission.
Time
We just
to-
had to get into the building stealthily. After that, whatever, you know.
All fair game.
Okay. So, yeah, give me a prowl, unless you can think of something that would be a better fit for going in through a window.
I don't wreck.
Yeah, you could do wreck if you wanted.
Yeah, it's still one dice, so we'll see how this goes. I feel like I should push myself for this. But then I only have. This is great. It's great.
I like 15 stories.
Yeah, I'll push myself to get a dice.
Is there a way I could help?
Is there a way you could help?
You're the one that's being the distraction, so if there's a helping person here, I think it would be you. Like, I don't know what I could do here.
Yeah, I think this is just. Here we go.
Devil's bargain?
Devil's bargain. You take level 1 harm sliced.
Because I'm already gonna take harm, so I'm gonna avoid doing that. So that's... Is this Desperate Standard again?
No, you're a risky standard.
Whew, okay.
Yeah, you
well,
two got
that
out of that desperate situation.
could be worse. So, 2d6 mech risky standard. It's a 5. Woo! Double
2
fives.
You've been rolling a lot of doubles.
Okay. So you slam through the glass window as you rappel into the building. And, yeah, you create quite the distraction. You land on the floor of this improv hangar. And people notice you. The workers stop what they're doing. And they, like, there's a split second where they're like, what the hell? And then, like, they immediately start going for weapons. Tower, what are you doing?
How do I follow that? I guess I'm gonna plant some demolition charges. I guess.
Okay. Where are you
I
putting
make
them?
a case for. I mean, I think just like wherever I see, and like I'm as arbitrarily as I can, because I'm bad at like figuring things out like this. But I think I'm just gonna like try to put them in like corners, things that look structurally important. But fuck if I know.
Oh man, if only you had someone with you who has structural layout plans, like say an officer.
We make good choices here at Beam Saber Inc.
Yeah.
Equipment that's
You know what? I'd like to make a
for bringing
flashback.
down building. Ooh,
Ooh.
yes, do it.
Excellent. What's your flashback, demon?
Well, since they're going to be busting in to this location, I figure it would behoove me to produce some plans for them. And let me see here. Oh, that's not me. That's you. There we go. That's me. Yeah, blueprints for facility or vehicle. A printout or digital file containing designer's notes and builder's plans. So given the fact that you both knew the location of the safe house, I would like to have acquired those and handed them off to the two of you.
Thank you
Okay.
for saving us.
I think this is either an assist or setup action. It'll cost
Okay.
you 0 stress for this
Oh,
flashback.
okay.
Because you had plenty of opportunity. So,
It's not like some like obscure bullshit that we had to pull.
yeah.
Sure. Then I guess it's going to be a study is what I'm going to do because I'm going
As
to
a
find the
Setup action?
as a setup action. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'll go ahead and roll that then. What's my position here?
Controlled standard.
Okay. Hey, a
There
five.
it is.
Okay. So you can give Tower improved effect if you want to provide them with those documents. But if you do that,
Mm-hmm.
let's see. It's gonna cost you. It's gonna. Do you have cash?
Yeah.
It's gonna cost you 1 cash. You have to bribe someone to get the documents.
Bribe people.
Yeah, you have to bribe a city official.
All right. You know, you're really lucky you have a good head, and I trust your instincts, Tower. I'm spending that cash.
All
Feel
right.
honored.
So, Tower, you've reviewed the documents, so you know exactly where you should be putting these explosives.
Okay.
So, what are you going to roll to place them?
Did you finesse? In that I'm sort of being sneaky and like just very like carefully setting things up and trying to be as precise about the actual setup and the explosion times and all that, and as precise as I can be.
Yeah.
Can I make a case?
Okay, I'll allow that. So that's
Okay.
risky great.
Ooh, is there a devil's bargain I can take? If that's an option. Actually, wait. Wouldn't pitchfork being like a distraction be an assistance of some kind, maybe?
If Pitchfork wants to spend that stress to assist.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm not in a great spot for that right now.
That's fair.
I will let you know. I have 2 left.
Oh Jesus, no! Please do not spend stress.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point. This should actually be controlled standard, not risky,
Oh,
because of said distraction.
okay.
And is it controlled great? Because you said great
Yes,
for the
yes,
effect.
yes,
Okay.
yes. You provided the great demon, Pitchfork provided the controlled.
Okay. Is there a devil's bargain that I can take?
Devil's bargain is you get spotted.
Never mind.
Five. Okay. So, let's see. Good
Do you have a kit?
consequence. Okay. Here's the consequence. You can set the explosives, but it seems like the Burden have reinforced this apartment block while turning it into the safe house. So you realize, due to the difficulties with communication outside of the building, that you will have to set these explosives on a timer. You cannot remotely detonate them
Fuck.
unless you're inside the building.
Fuck.
And with that, we are going to cut back over to Demon and Spade. So, Demon and Spade, you are, I was going to say outnumbered, but I guess you have the van, the APC.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So there are 2 arquebusiers and an archer. What do you 2 do?
Spade, what the hell are you doing? Get those people out of here.
I'll move as fast as I can. Is it just like flat land here? Are there buildings?
There's hills.
It's rolling hills that are farmland and used to be farmland, but has since become overgrown as people abandoned the farms and blasted as battles take place amongst them, such as this one.
Cool. Is there like a farmhouse or like a silo?
Yeah, sure thing. There can be a nearby farm.
Cool. I'm gonna scurry over there. And ask Harrow to cover me while I get these civilians. I guess they're civilians to safety.
Okay, what you gonna roll for that?
I would like to perform a setup action first.
Okay, what's your setup action?
I am going to crouch down behind one of the hills, and then I am going to. So there's one on top of the hill, right? And the other 2 are like over the crest of it.
Yeah, there's an archer on the top of the hill where you were, and then the arquebusiers are presumably on the other side.
Okay, and the archer is the artillery one?
Yes.
Okay, well, I want to hit the 2 arquebusiers with a rack of missiles while I'm on this side of the hill.
Okay, so you're declaring a rack of missiles?
Yep.
All right. Are the missiles like obvious, or do they pop out of somewhere on the Strider?
I think they're obvious. Yeah, I think I've just had them on me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like I have because it's not so fancy. I just basically it's a typical like they're on the top of the cockpit basically. And so it just swivels around, and I punch in some coordinates based on what I saw when I was over the hill. And I'm going to bombard.
All right. So make that setup action.
Okay, what is my position in effect here?
You are risky standard.
Okay. I will push myself to be risky standard because I am dented and grazed. So I will push my vehicle, and then I'm gonna roll. Boom.
Nicely done.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you launch a whole bunch of missiles that just go streaking over your Avi and over the top of the hill. The archer has to dive down to avoid getting hit by those missiles, since this was just a setup action and not a direct attack. And it sort of like hits the ground on its stomach, and its momentum and weight carries it. It goes sliding, tearing up turf as it reaches the bottom of the hill. And your missiles fan out and just blast the hell out of the other side of the hill. And you can't really tell the state of the arquebusiers, but they're certainly ducking and covering at this point, since you're using an indirect fire weapon on them and they have direct fire weapons.
Is their comm channel still open? Like, can we hear them?
Yeah, you can. They're basically just like, oh shit, missiles incoming! And then like after like the last missile hits, you can hear them be like, you okay? Yeah, I'm all right. So Spade, while this is going on, you are...
So there's the easy but slow option of just carrying the film crew over to the thing, but I have kind of a stupid idea that I think I would like to do.
Sounds good to me.
Which is I'm gonna sort of radioing my intentions to the crew. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna help you over the big gaps, but I need y'all to start running. And I'm gonna like extend my arms, and like basically I'm like the wires carrying the mech as it does like wire stunts basically across the rough terrain.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that's manipulate.
All right. Sounds good to me. I mean, you're in some ways carrying the APC across the large gaps. And are you taking them across the road or into the like hills?
I'm taking them. So if I move into the hills, then that might break line of sight with the other group.
Yes.
So maybe that's wiser than picking a building and then going into that, because we'll still be targeted. So yeah, we're gonna make our way into the hills.
Okay.
So what am I rolling, or does that just happen?
No. This will be. You said you're doing manipulate.
Mm-hmm.
Were you giving improved position or effect, Demon?
I'm muted. I think improved position is probably the more fictionally appropriate one.
Okay.
Because this way it's like a clear line and fire suppressed, and it's less of a hassle to.
Okay. You said position, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a controlled standard position.
Cool.
And I've put a clock out, which is you're overcoming this obstacle.
I'm gonna push myself. No, I'm not. Well, I want to put. Can I push myself to increase effect, or is it just adding a die?
No, you can push yourself to increase effect instead of adding a die.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that. That's 1 stress or 2 stress.
That'll be 2 fuel because you're using a vehicle action.
Gotcha. I'm not gonna do that then. But I'm still rolling 2d6.
I would like to spend a stress to assist.
Do you only have the 1 tick?
Yeah, I've only got the 1 tick.
Okay. So
And
go ahead.
basically, I hit my heads up display and shoot the layout that I got from my scan earlier over to over that way.
Okay.
And actually, I'm just going to tactical genius that, so I'm not going to take a stress.
Even better.
Cool. So is that a dire effect?
I'll give you. You have 2 dice.
Yes.
Do you want effect?
Yeah, I'll take effect.
Yeah, we'll go with effect.
Cool. So roll 2d6. Well, a 4 is not nothing.
No, and that was with great effect too. So
And you're in a controlled position.
Hey. Love it.
okay. So you were in a controlled position
Great.
because what happens is that one of those arquebusiers, which was out of sight, you hear the roar of Avi boosters, and you see it sort of come skimming over a hilltop with its jets firing from its back, and it has cut you off at the pass as it has raced ahead of you. And so now it is in front of you and in front of the APC. The APC is between the two of you. What are you gonna do?
Sorry, what? It's... can you repeat the last sentence, please?
It is in front of you, and the APC is between you and the arquebusier.
Okay, cool.
Can I resist that for protect?
Oh, yeah. How are you gonna resist it?
I have a mobility suite on Hopper. It's able to spring forward on its legs, and I think I'm just going to tackle the thing while it's diving over the hill.
Okay. So, give me that expertise roll.
Okay. Oof.
That is 3 fuel
That's
spent.
unusual.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Did
It's
you?
not a good oh no. Oh
I just maxed out on my fuel.
Oh no.
Okay. So, your hopper leaps through the air and tackles the arquebusier. But after that missile barrage, you basically and after several hours of travel,
Mm-hmm.
that extra burst of energy has maxed out your hopper. So now you have an option. Do you basically eject and your vehicle is removed from this scene and will return at a later date with character, or do you start taking dire actions?
Oof. And that's dire actions.
So
Level So my vehicle would take level 3 damage and be removed anyway.
Yes, but you would get to continue to act so long as you keep rolling 6s. You get at least one more.
Well,
You get at least one more action, which is your dire action. If you roll a crit, you heal a fuel and then continue to act normally. If you get anything other than a 6 or a crit, your vehicle takes level 3 harm as you have further overexerted it, and it is again removed from the scene. Of course, the demon can continue to act just without Hopper.
sure. Come on, Hopper, keep it together. I'm going to take a dire action, I think.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, and what is that dire action?
So now that I've tackled this,
Oh, also, by the way, dire actions ignore any harm or damage you currently have.
nice. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, you get to go full hero moment when you take a dire action.
Yeah, so basically from underneath the cockpit, like it swings open, and there is a like small. I have a concealed gun.
Of course you do.
For 0 load on my vehicle. It's a small firearm, only effective up close, that is almost impossible to find. And since I've just tackled this this archer, I would like to I would like to fire.
Okay, so you cannot spend vehicle fuel to take this action, nor make resistance rolls since your fuel is maxed.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is there a way I can assist?
Yeah, you can assist.
Okay.
Are you gonna get maxed out if you assist?
I'm feeling all right. In basically every way, I've got low stress and low fuel, so.
Or high fuel?
High fuel, yeah. I have over half my thing left to spend, so. I guess I'll spend 2 fuel to push. In some way.
Well, no, you would, when assisting, you always spend stress.
Okay, cool.
Because it's about your emotional investment in the other pilots.
Okay. So I'm gonna I'm not sure what this looks like, but I'm definitely gonna give 2 dice to Harrow.
So when you select benefits, they have to be unique benefits. It cannot be plus 2 dice. It has to be 1 die and then effect, or 1 die and a position, or position and effect.
Okay. 1 die definitely. And whichever you think is more helpful.
Oh, what are my position and effect right now?
I would say that your position is risky standard, I think.
So great, maybe?
Yeah, I think I'll go to great.
Cool.
Okay, so that gives me 1 die. So I'm at 2d6, keep highest.
I'm scared.
Battle is what I'm going to use for this. I have a die on battle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
No.
2 is what that is. That's a
Oh
2.
my god!
Well, so
That
much,
could not have been worse!
so much
It could
for
have been worse.
Demon's dramatic moment. Okay, so you're. So what happens is the rites of the ascent are. They're not like they are soldiers. They do know how to fight, but that's not what they are by training. By training, they're engineers, and this one, you pop out your concealed gun, and it already knew it was there once you were this close. It saw the seams. And so when it pops out, it slams a hand on the concealed gun, forcing it back inside just as you pull the trigger.
Oh
So
my god!
take level 2 harm structural damage.
You mean damage? Take level 2
Yes,
damage?
yes.
Okay.
Level 2 damage, structural damage. And from your dire action, level 3 damage, burned out.
Oh, this is fine. This is fine.
Smoke fills your cockpit as the hopper starts flashing warnings all across your HUD about overheating and internal damage. And it automatically ejects you from inside of your Avi. What's the nature of the ejection system of the hopper?
I think just the canopy, because it kind of has like an aircraft style cockpit, and I think the canopy just blows, and then I shoot out, and I guess it's the future, so I have like control thrusters or something to skip myself to a reasonably good safe landing without going like way up in the air.
Okay. Do you want to be with Spade when this happens? Or do you want to land near Spade?
That would be cool if I can do that, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Just
fine.
landed like the corpse section of the Avi.
Okay. So you land at Spade's feet, essentially, unless Spade, you want to grab Demon out of the air.
Yeah, I'll grab Demon for sure. That's cool.
Okay.
Level 4 harm. Squish.
Switch out a
Yeah.
extra hand
So
grab.
Demon has had to eject from his Avi. Spade has him in hand in Cora's Avi. And Pitchfork is facing down just about an entire gang in a hangar inside an apartment block, while Tower has placed powerful explosives on that apartment block's supporting columns, but has realized that they can't detonate it from outside of the apartment block unless they set a timer. And this is where we end today's episode.
It's like one of those like split screen dun dun dun. You see like the faces of each of us.
Oh,
Some
absolutely.
anime bullshit.
All right. So, thank you everyone for joining us on this split up multi-part missions.
No,
so-
good. I told you.
So, Sean, why don't you say your goodbyes?
Goodbye, everyone. I am Sean. You can find me at Hyena Spots with a Z on Twitter, where I post stuff about miniature painting and any games I'm up to and the like. So come check it out. You can see games I've played at twitch.tv/distractedelf on her channel, and on Eric Vulgaris' channel at twitch.tv/Eric Vulgaris, where I've played it Once Upon a Game a few times.
Thank you. Ray?
I'm Ray. You can find me at Ray the Gay on Twitter, which I don't use a lot, but sometimes I'll talk about how gay I am on there. So check it out.
Thank you. Sasha?
You can find me at Sasha_Renault on Twitter, and check out the game design stuff I'm doing at Cabbage.
Thank you. And Takuma?
Hey, I'm Takuma. I'm on Twitter at Takuma_Okada_, where I'll put things. I also just submitted a 200-word RPG called Conches and Cameras, so check that out. Yeah.
Nice. And I'm Austin Ramsey. I am the creator of Beam Saber, and you can find me on Twitter at NotAnIn. As always, this stream is presented by You Don't Meet in an Inn, a podcast about exploring obscure tabletop role-playing games with a diverse rotating cast. We recently finished up our Unknown Armies 3rd edition campaign, which was 17 episodes long, our longest yet, and had quite the finale, I will say.
I'm almost there.
So, thank you all for joining us, and remember, don't fight the soldiers, fight the war. See you later.